keep that right there. Hello, my name is Holly, and I will be the English trainer for this hour. The topic we are going to be doing is on pets. We will do a reading exercise on different types of pets that you have, and we're going to read an article about the phenomenon of keeping pets. And we'll talk about the pets that you have if you have any. We'll talk about if you don't have any, why you don't, and why you may or may not like them. And we will also go through and do some vocabulary building and then have some discussion questions at the end. So this is a reading and speaking exercise. So I hope that you can make it if you have a ticket or a subscription and you're able to come in. I hope that you take advantage of this opportunity. Again, my name is Holly, and I am the English trainer for this hour. Let's see if I can get the material available. Here is the link. Okay. Right, and welcome to this class. Again, we're going to be talking about pets. Let me show you my pet. I love my pet. This is my little pet. His name is Alpo, and he's 11 years old. I got him right before he turned 3. He was born in Hungary, and he was raised in Finland. When he was just after he turned 6 years old, I moved him back to the US, where we have lived for the last 5 years. And so he is truly an international dog. I say that he grew up in Finland, and born in Hungary, grew up in Finland, and he's retired in the US. And this is probably where he will die. So anyway, that's my pet, and I can't wait to talk to other people about this pet and about your pets. So what pets do you have? So again, let me show you the material that we will be doing. We will be talking actually about pets. Tell your partner about your experiences with pets. We'll start out with that. And then we will read an article about pets around the world and how it's changed through the years. And then we will ask and answer questions about the article. Then we will match the two halves together. Then we will rewrite sentences using the expressions from exercise 4. And then we will have a discussion about this topic, and it should be an interesting topic. So that is the plan for today. So yeah, pets are a fun topic to work with. And in fact, I'm not sure. Oops, sorry, this is not pets. Let's type in pets. Pets, that is the topic we are going over. We're going to talk about dogs and cats, and ironically, I just had a little dog just scratch on my door. So what kind of pet do you have? These are just some fun pictures of different kinds of pets that we have around the world and the relationship we have with them. So anyway, that's what we will be working with today, is on pets. Okay. So we're looking forward to you joining us so that we can discuss this. So my experience with pets, it says tell about your experience with pets. My experience with pets started when I was very, very young. When I was very young, we had dogs and cats in our house, and my brother had a Chinese pug, and I had a kitty cat, and my sister had a cat. My other brother had a shepherd dog, and my other brother had a cat. So we had 2 dogs and 3 cats. Then later we got rid of all the cats, and we were only a dog family. My dad always had a bird dog when I was growing up, and then my brothers had the 2 dogs, the Chinese pug, and then the other type of dog. He had a mutt later on. So that's what we grew up with, and always had a dog in our home. As an adult, for the first 20 years of my life or so, I didn't have a dog, and then when I turned about 36 or something like, oh, probably, wait, yeah, 36, 37, 38, something like that. I got another dog, and he's just the love of my life. And I never thought I'd have one as an adult, but I went ahead and got one. So that's been my experience with pets. And so does anybody else, what kind of, for those of you who are not actually able to talk and you're just watching, what kind of pets do you have? If you want to write in the chat what kind of pets you have, then that would be nice. Otherwise, we can go on and start reading the text. So let's read the following text and then fill in the spaces using the words from the box below. So the words from the box below are solution, mice, fur, and popular. So I'm going to go ahead and write them. Write this on the top so I don't forget. Because it sounds like I've already forgotten. So again, the words are solution, mice, fur, and popular. Okay, so let's go ahead and read this. Do you own a cat or dog? If you don't, you're bound to know someone who does. More than 50% of households in the UK own a pet, and in America, 39% of households own a dog. There are over 78 million pet dogs in the USA alone. When did we start keeping pets? Why are they so popular? And what will happen to our pets in the future? Although man has kept animals for work for thousands of years, the ancient Egyptians started keeping pets around 5,500 years ago. They worshipped cats, and archaeologists have even found cat mummies. The Romans also kept cats, but used them to catch mice. Centuries later, a pet was a luxury that only rich people could afford. In the 18th century, pets became popular among the middle classes in England. After World War I, canned dog food was invented, keeping pets healthy and happy. There are many possible reasons for the popularity of pets. They can improve your mood. Just stroking the soft fur of a cat can cheer someone up. People with pets are less likely to suffer from depression. Also, pets may be good for your health. A recent survey showed that New York stockbrokers with pets had lower blood pressure than those that did not. What will happen in the future? Cities are getting more crowded and people are working longer hours. There is less time and space for a real live animal. The Japanese have found a solution to this: robo-dog or robo-cat. These robot animals have exactly the same beneficial health effects as the real thing. However, they do not need the space or food that a real dog or cat does. It could be the perfect pet for the future. I don't know about you, but if you have a real pet, a robo pet does not sound very interesting. I like a pet that has his own mind and wants to do things with you. So, okay, comprehension check. What percentage of households in the UK own a pet? The answer is 50%. Why did the Romans keep cats? The answer is to catch mice. When did pets become popular with the middle classes in England? Let's see. Okay, you're here finally. Somebody's here. Hello. Okay. Okay. Hello? Okay. Aka? I don't think he's able to come through. So when did pets become popular with the middle classes in England? They became popular in the 18th century. So, Aka, are you here?
Yes, I made it. Yeah.
Okay.
My server reject a lot,
Awesome.
but anyway, I could join now.
Well, we had several people reserve the
Yeah,
class, but nobody came.
because the I try to join. I try to join the class, but reject a lot.
Oh, really? So there's a
Maybe
problem.
same problem is happening.
Oh, it could have
Maybe.
happened with other people, but they
Hmm.
okay. Yeah. Well, I know that
Probably.
that if you think about it, this hour it's 2 a.m. here in the States, which it's middle of the night in South America, and then in Europe, it's right when if people have jobs, it's right when they're working.
Hmm.
So, people have probably left, like RFLE's probably left for work
Hmm.
and stuff. And then what is it? Um,
Yeah.
and then Asia, there's not a lot of people in Asia. What time is it?
Mhm.
It's like
It's
afternoon, right?
5 p.m. here.
5 p.m. Okay, so it's just
Mhm.
people are just getting off work. But are there a lot of people on Verblink from Asia?
I don't think so
Uh-huh.
because uh, not so many Asians are barbering. I don't think.
Yeah. I think that
Maybe-
when Asians find out about Verbling, the classes are going to be
Or
full.
is barbering blocked in China? I'm not sure.
Excuse me?
Yes. Is barbering blocked in China?
I don't know.
Because not so many Chinese mainland students. I
Well, I think I mean there's I know of I've had one Korean,
mm,
two or three Japanese,
mm,
and I've had one Chinese, but I
mm,
don't think she was living in China. But and then there's
mm,
a lot of several
mm.
people in Hong Kong though,
Yes, yes.
Alan and some, and then we've got some
Right.
Taiwan and some of the other
Mm-hmm.
countries as well.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But I mean, what do you think once Verbling is
Mm-hmm.
found out about? Uh,
I
do
think
you think it will be popular?
you know the barbering when students appear in barbering they usually high skill of English, even though the
Uh,
beginner class is maybe too high for Japanese ordinary English learners.
do you think so?
Probably, yeah,
Uh,
because maybe Japan is one of the worst countries to learn foreign languages actually.
uh,
Not so many people speak English, and even though speak English, they uh, have a heavy accent,
oh, really?
katakana type accent.
Maybe it's because I've taught in at least three different projects with Japanese,
Hmm.
and because of that, I don't really find your accents hard at all.
Me? Oh,
Yeah, or
thank you. Because
Japanese.
I practice a lot.
Yeah, you've
Be-
got a very good pronunciation,
Because
and
I
uh,
wanted to sing like, the Mick Jagger or John Lennon. So I
yeah,
practice English pronunciation with songs, karaoke
yeah,
songs.
yeah, and you have that what is it? Yeah, well, you have that those idols to look after. But no,
Yeah.
I guess like I teach privately, not through Verbling, but through
Hmm.
another thing, some Japanese,
Hmm. Yeah.
and I've done it off and on for several years, and
Mm,
I don't see where their
yeah.
English is bad, so I have a harder time with other accents. So,
Yeah. And some kind of common misunderstanding among Japanese, even
uh,
though they can speak English in Japanese accent, it can be understandable. But some case, or mainly for foreign people living in Japan, they can understand it. But usually, it's very difficult to understand. Completely Japanese accent English is very different from English original accent.
I remember I was working in a big corporation in Finland,
Mm,
and I got a student from Japan,
mm,
and her English was very like yours, very very good. She had a very good pronunciation,
mm,
and she had problems with R's and L's, but
mm,
not like most Japanese, not or
mm,
most Asians. She had just
mm,
minor issues, and
mm,
grammar was really really good. But the
yeah.
problem was her Finnish boss couldn't understand her.
Mm.
So
And some Japanese type English is pretty different from
mhm,
English. For
yeah,
example, Led Zeppelin tend to be Led Zeppelin.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so that
But
yeah.
this lady's English was very very similar to yours, and um, and what happened though is I taught her for 2 years, and her English became like
Mhm.
Finnish English.
Okay, finish your English.
She started to speak Finglish, and she went from really good English to kind of fairly poor English. It deteriorated.
Mhm.
So yeah, it looks like see he just came in and he came out, came in, came out. So he must
Mm,
be having problems as well.
mhm. Right.
So Yeah, so it must be the website. Oh, good. Um, I didn't know about
Mhm.
that. Whether
Mhm.
so, have you ever had a situation in Verbling where
Mhm.
no one can get into the class at all?
Actually, recently connecting bubbling is a bit hard. I
Mm,
contact with customer, kind of barbering, but they're
mm,
searching, but situation improved a bit. But if I access to my a bit old computer, Windows
mm-hmm,
30, 4-bit,
mm-hmm,
voice was choppy, and so
mm,
nowadays I use this Windows 64-bit version
mm-hmm.
mainly. It's better, but that's sometimes this access problem happens.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
voice is
So,
good, but yeah.
mhm, mhm.
Mhm.
Hi, Paolo. How are you?
Hello, Holly.
How are
Nice
you
to see
doing?
you again. I'm
Nice to
fine, you.
nice to see you too. So yeah, we apparently people are having trouble getting into the classroom just like you did. You had to come in several times. Um, and so I just started teaching the lesson. So I think Aka, you got here about 15 after, maybe?
A lot, not 15, but a lot.
Like
Get off, yeah, get in, get off, get in, yeah.
no, I mean, but 15 after the hour, like maybe 12 minutes or 13 minutes after the hour. And I started actually teaching the lesson.
Uh-huh.
It's really hard to teach a lesson when you're supposed to have students talking and responding. So anyway, so welcome. I'm glad you both came. You have both made my day. So
Thank you.
all right, so let's go. Let's talk about pets. Aka, do you have any pets?
No, no, it's not now. But I'd like to have.
Okay, so you had pets in the past?
Yes,
Dog, cat,
dog,
mice.
dogs, goldfish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. I forgot about that. I had fish last spring and I killed them very quickly. So,
You need circulator.
yeah, I
Yeah.
had everything, but then I
Really?
cleaned the tank and
Mm-hmm.
I cleaned it too well. So
Mm-hmm.
so Paolo, do you have any pets?
No, unfortunately, I haven't.
I
But in the
don't.
past, I don't.
Okay.
In the past, I had the dog. It was very cute and interesting. But
Mm,
nowadays, it's difficult because I working a lot, and for me to stay in home to care about the pets, it's difficult for me.
mhm. Take care of the pet is difficult. Yeah, um, uh, that's kind of what happened to me. I grew up with dogs, and my first memories are we had dogs and cats, but then we moved only to an only dog family, and we always had at least two dogs growing up, sometimes three. And I didn't have a dog until this one came into my life that is on the screen, and he's now 11 years old. But when before he moved in with me, and he moved in when he right before he turned 3 years old, so he's been with me for um, 8 years now. But before he moved in with me, I was living in Finland, and I would leave home at 8 in the morning and get home at 8 p.m. at night. I'd be gone for 12, 14 hours. And after he moved in, I had to go home all the time to walk him, to feed him. And that's how I got into teaching online, because it helps me be home with him. So um, that's what my experience with pets is. He was actually born in Hungary, raised in Finland, and now he lives in the U.S.
Wow.
But he prefers to be with my mom and her husband. So right now, that's where he is. So
Mm. Is it difficult to bring pet to, overseas,
well,
move to different country?
it depends on the country and it depends on the
Uh-huh.
state.
I see.
For the U.S., um, if I would have had to leave Alpo in quarantine, I would not have brought him. Um, but all I had to do was show that he was had his recent shots, or rabies shots.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I had to do. But if I would have gone to Hawaii in the US, then he would have had to be in quarantine for several months,
Mm-hmm.
and I would never have done it.
I see.
Sweden is also a country that's very difficult to get a dog through,
Mm.
animal through. Paolo, I can't remember. Are you from Spain?
No, I'm from Brazil.
Brazil? What are you
Yes.
doing up? Is it 6 a.m. there?
What?
What time is it?
6:30 a.m.
6:30. Okay, okay, it's early in the morning for you. Okay, that
Yeah.
helps. So, all right. So neither one of you guys have animals. This is a very interesting article because it talks about how we have different animals. Basically, it talks about the history as well. So, shall we read through this and practice pronunciation? So, Paolo, could you read the first paragraph?
Okay.
Mhm.
Do you own a cat or a dog? If you don't, you're bound to know someone who does. More than 50% of households in the UK own a pet and in America, 39% of households own a dog. There are over 78 million pet dogs in the USA alone. When did we start keeping pets? Why are they so popular? And what will happen to our pets in the future?
Okay, thank you. Now, one thing to keep in mind, it's the pronunciation of the United Kingdom. You would say UK.
UK, yes.
UK, yeah. Okay, and Aka, could you read the next paragraph?
Okay. Although man has kept animals for work for thousands of years, the ancient Egyptians started keeping pets around 5,500 years ago. Uh, what, 5,500 years ago?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
They worshipped cats, and archaeologists have even found cat mummies. The Romans also kept cats, but used them to catch mice.
Okay. Centuries later, a pet was a luxury that only rich people could afford. In the 18th century, pets became popular among the middle classes in England. After World War One, canned dog food was invented, keeping pets healthy and happy. Paolo, can you read the next paragraph?
There are many possible reasons for the popularity of pets. They can improve your mood. Just stroking the soft fur of a cat can cheer someone up. People with pets are less likely to suffer from depression. Also, pets may be good for your health. A recent survey showed that New York stockbrokers with pets had lower blood pressure than those that did not.
Okay, Aka.
Okay. What will happen in the future? Cities are getting more crowded, and people are working longer hours. There is less time and space for a real, live animal. The Japanese have found a solution to this: the robot dog or robot cat. These robot animals have exactly the same beneficial health effects as the real thing. However, they do not need the space or food that a real dog or cat does. It could be the perfect pet for the future.
Not. Okay. First of all, are there any words or phrases you guys do not know in this? So everything's fine. Okay, so question. You guys might know what I think of a robo dog or robo cat, but what do you think? Since you guys do not have
Mm.
animals right now. Aka, what do you think of a robo dog or robo cat?
I think in current technology, still some difference actually. Maybe having live real dog is more helpful, but problem is all people cannot taking care of them, or some people taking care of them responsible because it's a creature, not a robot.
Mm-hmm.
So they can robot dog or robot something doll can help to ease their loneliness or stimulate their brain in
Maybe.
some context. Because my aunt who lost her husband
Uh-huh.
this year, so someone brought her a talking doll. That talking doll talked at randomly in accordance with sensor. So so at the beginning, she said, "Oh, it's weird. I don't like it. I don't need it." But anyway, she accepted, and now actually she loves it.
Really?
Yeah, she really feel cute for that doll, talking doll.
How funny. How interesting.
So I thought maybe yeah, this kind of technology can help to reduce somewhat reduce the loneliness or
Hmm.
yeah, stimulate brain
Interesting.
people who are yeah
Yeah.
live alone. Yeah.
Yeah. So Paolo, what do you think of a robot dog or a robo cat or a robo doll?
I think it's interesting alternative for the people they don't have opportunities to have a pet.
Hmm.
Like a toy when we were a child. Uh,
Hmm.
we had a lot of toys and
Hmm.
RoboCat and RoboDog. It's seeing the same situation, and I think it's interesting because in the future I wonder that the RoboCat or RoboDog it will be more high technology and more expression feelings and the locomotion is
Hmm.
better than nowadays. And I think it's very interesting. I don't understand what Aka said about her aunt got a bulldog. I don't know.
Was it a doll? It was like a
Yeah,
baby doll?
talking doll. Girls doll. Yeah.
Like it was a talking doll?
Yes.
Let's
Okay,
see.
okay.
I'm gonna type that in.
She
Talking
said,
doll.
yeah. She said, where are you going? Or
Like
can
this
you
kind of
tell us?
thing?
Yes, yes, that kind of, yes.
Okay, talking dog. It's interesting. Yes, it's a
More,
solution.
yeah, more real, realist, more human-like
More
doll.
human, more less like these. They're more baby dolls. Talking doll. Let's see. For therapy, let's type this in.
Yes.
No, they're still maybe like this. Maybe is it an older doll or is it
I know
a
it's
baby
a
doll?
kind of maybe 3 years old girls uh,
Mm-hmm.
like atmosphere doll.
Uh-huh. So it's like an older doll.
Mhm.
Interesting. Then Robo Pet. I find this very interesting. I've never thought of this until I was preparing for this before this class, and I'm like, have you seen these before?
Ah, yes, this dog robot Sony was released. It was a big hit at that time.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
What do you think of these, Paolo? Would you have one since you don't have time to have a real dog?
I want to have one. I think it will be interesting. And I saw these pictures in the television, in the newspaper. I think it will be interesting to have one.
Huh.
They love it.
I think I'm just still partial to my boy. I'm not sure.
Yes.
I've even decided what kind of dog I will get after Alpo passes. So it's not going to be a robo pet. I want to get.
I remember when I was a child, I had one toy that like a horse. He jump and did something interesting, but I don't like a lot because didn't like a lot because the toy was very simple and didn't offer to me interesting entertainment. But I suppose that in the future or nowadays, the Hobo Dog, Hobo Cat has more features and benefits. So maybe we can play with them easier and with more emotion.
Yeah, and it might be able to tug at your heart better than it is now, or
Yes.
did earlier. Yeah.
But it's very difficult because the dog, the real dog, is so cute. Yes, so interesting to have one.
Yeah. This is the type of dog that I want to get after.
Yes. What race
This the word is breed instead of race. Let me write that down. So what breed? Andre wrote talking dog would scare me. A talking dog. Okay. The word is breed, and like Alpo, my dog is a Pumi, and this dog right here is a Beagle.
Beagle.
Yeah, and I think this is a more common dog. I thought about it, and the one problem that I have with my Pumi, let's see, is that I have a tendency to not cut his hair, and so he looks like a shaggy dog. These dogs are all very well groomed. So, in fact, I know this dog. I know several of these dogs. I think I know these dogs too. Anyway, let's go on. Okay. So yeah, I was at this point when Akka came to the class. So, what percentage of households in the UK own a pet? That would be 50%. Why did the Romans keep cats? That's to catch mice. So, do you guys remember from the reading, when did pets become popular with the middle classes in Europe? In England?
I don't know if post World War first.
Yeah. It was the 18th century. So it was right before the World War I.
Okay.
Okay. So what reasons does the article give for why pets are popular? Any idea?
Maybe help people to suffer disease like depression. Pets help the people to live better, with more comfortable and with more feelings and to care about.
They can improve your mood and some physical effect, lower the blood pressure.
Yeah.
Good for the health.
So they can improve your mood, they can cheer you up. People with pets suffer less from depression. Pets can lower your blood pressure. And they say that elderly people that have pets live longer because they want to outlive their pet. So, what is the Japanese solution to the problem of keeping pets?
Robo
pet. I still think that's kind of weird, but Paolo, let me know if you get one how you like it.
Well, I think I like technology.
So
I think Japanese people is very interesting in high technology,
Yeah.
and I think the I suppose that the people feel like robot doesn't have the sense of humor feelings or sense of animal feelings. But for me, I think interesting kind of type of technology.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I will like in real life.
Hmm.
Uh, but I suppose it will be interesting.
You can turn it off. That's what what would be nice. But with Alpo, when I it's interesting because when I teach, he has a sense and he knows that I'm teaching, so he leaves me alone. But when after I'm done teaching, if I go onto Facebook or play a game on Facebook, he's right there. He's
Did
barking
you,
or whatever.
did you have it?
What?
Did you have it?
Do I have
The
what?
eyeball?
Alpo. That's my dog.
Eyeball. Okay, okay. Name computer. That robot dog is called eyeball. So I
Oh,
confused the
really?
name.
Oh
Yeah.
no, his name is called Alpo.
Uh,
Yeah.
eyeball means companion in Japanese.
Oh, really? Okay.
So I'm
Yeah.
confused.
Now, no, his name is Alpo, which is let me write it down. It's a traditional Finnish male name, like George is in English.
Mhm.
So, but in the U.S., it is a dog food brand. So Americans laugh when they hear the name because they're like, "You named your dog dog food?" It'd be like naming somebody pedigree, you know?
Yeah.
And then Finns laugh because I'm an American with a dog named Alpo, which is their traditional name. So,
Mm. Mhm.
but he's also a daddy dog. So I've been telling people that they should name his puppies Pedigree and Beneful and name them Petty and Ben, but they don't agree with me. So those are other dog food brands. But anyway, vocabulary building. Let's see if we can uh, match these phrases. So bound. What word would bound go with? Anyone know? No. Any idea?
I don't know.
Band
Bound.
long, band
Aka, do you know?
hours? Band long hours?
No, this
Mhm.
is it would be bound to do something. Okay, and so
Mhm.
this phrase might be a new phrase for you. If you're bound to do something, it means that you will eventually do something, do whatever. For example, almost in the at least in the first world countries, in Japan, in Brazil, in the U.S., in UK, most European countries. Um, all children are bound to graduate from high school. You just know it will happen.
Mhm.
Um, if you're you're bound to get married one day, for example. You're bound to have kids. So it's like something you will eventually do. So you are bound to become fluent in English. So that's
Yeah.
that's what this is.
Mm.
Okay. Cheer. What would that be? Go with?
Cheer someone up.
Yes. So an animal or a pet will cheer someone up. Okay. Suffer from.
Suffer from depression.
Yes. Okay. And next one, beneficial.
Health effects.
Yes. And then, of course, work long hours. All right. We have a third person to come. Yay. Hi, Shadow. How are you?
Hi, hello teacher, how are you?
Very good. Very good. So we're talking about pets today, and we've got some collocations or some phrases from the reading that we're going to practice using.
Mhm.
So let's rewrite the sentences using the expressions from exercise 4. So Aka, can you do number 1?
Okay. A few people are sad in winter when it's very dark, very cold and dark. Mm, Okay. Okay. A few people how can I say suffer from depression.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. A few people suffer from depression in winter. Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. And Paolo, number 2.
Sometimes just a smile can make you feel happier. Sometimes share someone up can make you feel happier.
Okay. Sometimes just a smile can cheer
Cheer
someone. You can say can cheer you up.
you up.
Sometimes just a smile. Okay. Shadow, could you do number 3?
Okay. Taking beneficial health effects.
Yeah. Taking
Okay.
exercise has.
So, taking beneficial health effects
Mhm.
has has
How about
no, sorry. Taking exercise has a beneficial health effects.
Very good. Very good. Okay. Now, Aka, could you do the next one?
Mhm. Take an umbrella. It's very likely that it will rain tomorrow. Maybe bound to can
Yeah.
work.
hmm
How can I say it?
Take a very yeah.
It's
So
bound
take an umbrella. It's bound
bound
to
to
rain tomorrow.
rain tomorrow.
Bound to rain. Okay. And Paolo, number 5.
Tom spends a lot of time doing his job. Don't spend uh, work long hours.
Okay. So
Doing
yeah, you can say just Tom works long hours. Yeah.
Tom works long hours.
Okay. Long hours. Okay. Excellent. Okay. Now let's end up doing some discussion questions. So Aka, could you ask Shadow or Paolo one of these questions? We've got some questions based on the collocations and some questions based on the topic, which is pets.
Okay. What are the most popular pets in your country?
Okay. And who are you asking?
Okay.
Well, in Brazil,
Okay, Paulo, go.
okay, thank you. In Brazil, I think dogs are most popular pets in Brazil. People love dogs.
I would say the same in the States, that dogs are probably a little bit more popular than cats, but not much. How about Shadow? How about your country?
No, not dog. It's cats.
And remind me, are you from China?
No, I'm from Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia. Oh, why did I think that it was China?
Because the picture.
Because of the picture. Okay. Okay. So cats are popular in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, and
Okay.
camels, but not as a pet in the house.
More as a work tool. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay, cool. Paolo, could you choose a question and ask?
What do you do to improve your mood?
Who are you asking, Shadow or Aka?
Both. Aka
Both. Okay.
first.
Okay. Awesome.
Okay, what I do, I take some exercise like walking, and yeah, or maybe taking barbering class can change my mood too.
Okay.
Oh. Good answer. Taking verbling classes. That's great. Shadow, how about you? What do you do to improve your mood?
It means that when I feel like frustrated or
Yeah, when you're kind of depressed or a mood you can be in a, for example, you can be in a good mood, bad mood,
in a bad mood, I used to eat chocolate. Really.
Chocolate will improve anybody's mood. So everyone, do you guys all know what what the verb to be moody means?
Yeah,
If you describe someone or an adjective too.
to feel blue.
No, if a person is moody. Any idea?
Not in a special mood. It means like he's sometimes bad, sometimes good, sometimes.
Yeah. So it's like a roller coaster. One day or one hour you're in a really good mood. 1 hour you're in a bad mood, and you keep going back and forth and back and forth, and so you never know. So, all right. Welcome. N, is that what we call you? Okay. Anyway, Shadow, could you ask a question?
Yeah, sure. What is the most unusual pet that you've heard about? Sorry, is it
Yeah. It could be anybody or.
Teacher, I choose from the 5 above or 5
No,
down?
choose from any of those, whatever you're interested in.
Okay, sir. What's the most unusual pet that you have heard about?
So, and who do you want to
Well,
answer first?
Okay,
Paolo?
Pablo, okay.
I heard about some oh my God, I don't know how to say English, but like a laggard in the people keep the animal inside her house like ancient laggard.
How do you spell it in Portuguese? And I'll just type it. What we'll do is we'll look on Google. How do you spell it?
I'm looking lizard, like
a lizard. It's like a lizard.
Lizard. Yes, lizard put the lizard inside their shoulder and to play with lizards.
Ew.
Yes, terrible. Yes, like this.
Oh.
Terrible.
Wow.
People are crazy.
Yeah. All right, who's next? Who wants to talk about an unusual pet?
I heard one famous comedian said it on TV, and he found a ordinary stone on the street, and he keep it, and he often talk to him, so he's testing whether he can love it or not.
A what? A stone?
Stone, just an ordinary stone on the street.
Stone on the street, like just one of these.
Yes, probably.
Wow. Right. Is that Jesus that is here in the class? Or who's it? N? Your name is N? Okay. Well,
Hello, everybody.
Hi. How are you?
Hello.
So we're yes.
Yeah, you can continue.
Okay. Well, we're answering the question. What is the most unusual pet that you've heard about?
I prefer a cat.
Uh-huh. Is that
Yeah.
so? Can you think of any unusual pets?
Yeah, cat. Just
Cat?
cat.
Just a cat.
Because just cat.
Okay. Those are cute. I love kittens. I just don't care for cats. So, Shadow, can you think of an unusual pet?
Yeah. I'm gonna show you one because I just met someone from Costa Rica
Uh-huh.
and he told me about this animal. This I don't remember what the name because it's the strange animal I see it before. Look, can you see it?
Yeah.
Look how it's cute.
Yeah. Is this the one? Were you in the class where they were talking about this animal? Is it like a
It's like he's having
not slug?
same human being faces.
It's normal and down in Costa Rica, Panama area, and in Colombia. Do they have this pet all the way down in Brazil, Paulo?
Like what? I don't understand.
Do you see the pet that's on the? Do you see Shadows?
This one is mean.
Do you
No,
see
no,
the
I
Shadows
didn't.
picture?
Sorry.
So, and I was
No,
thinking.
it's crazy. Lies, yes. Brazil has, but people don't have this kind of animal in their house.
Oh, they don't. Okay.
No, they don't.
This is something that I've heard about. I had a colleague, who I'm going to show you the unusual pet that a colleague has decided that he wants to buy, and that's a mini pig. And they're starting to become kind of popular in the U.S. for people to get these mini pigs.
I see the movies. A lot of movies from Disney show us.
Yeah. Like Babe and stuff. And then George Clooney has a big pig he has a pig as his pet. But I wonder what his new wife thinks of this pig. So anyway, it looks like we're almost out of time. So I'm going to go ahead and stop screen sharing. So sloth, yeah.
Okay.
Shadow, the word for the name for your the animal is called a sloth.
Sloth. I thought it's perezoso. Wait, I'm gonna write it.
I think it's called a sloth. And there was another class that somebody from Colombia actually, it's a word I was actually thinking of, but somebody from Colombia, sloth is the English name. Perezoso is probably the Spanish name, possibly. So.
Sloth is easy. It's easier.
Yeah. And sloth in American English, or in English, means lazy. The person is.
Yeah, it looks like lazy.
Yeah. So I didn't even know until a few weeks ago in class that sloth was actually an animal. I thought that sloth was just an adjective meaning lazy. So I was like, wow, something new. Anyway.
Very slowly. Yeah.
Yeah. So everybody, have a wonderful Friday. It's now 3 in the morning for me, so I'm heading to bed. So I'll see you later. I hope you have a great day, and I hope you learned some new words and had a chance to practice. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
you.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.